everyone, to Annapolis, Maryland, and the Naval Academy, where we're honored to watch some of the nation's finest square off on the gridiron. This matchup today, part of the lifeblood of the sport, a rivalry game where the results will be remembered for a lifetime. As we'll see a team fresh and ready to go off a bye week, the Air Force Falcon, taking on a team from the AAC, the Navy Midshipmen. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Falcons will put total leather and we'll get started. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The offense lining up for a first down play. Grabbed in the middle, it's open. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch.
And there you see the bind that the RPO play could put a defender in. That linebacker had to make a decision. Was the running back going to get the ball? He thought so, so he bit up, and that allowed the slant to be thrown in behind him.
At the 45 on its way, and it's on the ground. Defense just cradling that fumble and securing it.
Man, I love running quarterbacks, but I get it when people are conservative about it because this is why. Because they do have a tendency to fumble the football more. They don't work on those drills every day like running backs, taking care of that thing, wrapping it up, and you could see it there, and he coughed it up.
They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistakes, this crowd will pounce on you and seize momentum.
Wants to throw. It's Everett. Looking to buy time. Throws it back across his body, and what do you think happened? Intercepted. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Not the start this kid was looking for. Very first pass of the day gets picked off. This is a defense that's got a lot of ball hawks on the back end, and he's got to be real careful with his eyes, not telegraph throws like he did right there. He's going to have to settle in.
And Navy will go back on the attack. They put it on the ground last time. They had got to take care of this time, David.
And I think you got to put in context. A lot of times fumbles are just luck. You just got to move on, give him the football again, Jesse, and not worry.
I think that's a good point there, David. Get him the ball again to help him play the next play and know that he's okay. Because when that guy's playing well, this offense is on fire.
From the 47-yard line on 1st and 10. Wide receiver coming across in motion. They're going to ride this running back. At the 35, he's loose. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
That's an awesome-looking carry. You know when you're playing Navy, you better get ready to try to stop the run. Whether it's option, whether it's conventional, you better practice being in your gap, everybody being sound, and getting your eyes on the football. There are 3 certainties in life, guys. You're going to die, you're going to pay your taxes, and Navy is going to tote the rock.
Last time these two got together, it was a tight one, Jesse.
It seems like every time these two teams play, the game just feels faster, right? Because it is a rivalry game. There's just a greater sense of urgency when we see these teams match up.
Yeah, the fans feel it. They know it. There's so much to it. They think about it all year long. We can talk about the next game on the schedule. They're always looking forward to this one.
He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. Navy lifts anchor in the red zone. Hand off from the shotgun. Here it is trying to bash it forward. He got a couple. It's down at the 11.
At the 11-yard line. Brings up second down.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Looking to pass on second down. And the Heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line.
Brings up third down.
They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. Wide receiver shows motion. The play action fake. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
Great timing by the defense there. Obviously, the offense has the ball in the red zone, and you're trying to create a negative play to back them up. They do that with the sack, and if they're now going to try a field goal, it's going to be a little more work for the kicker.
Splits the uprights. It's good. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Here comes the Air Force offense back onto the field. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him. Maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. They go to the ground. Keeps the legs moving. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. The biggest lie college football coaches tell is nameless, faceless opponent. David, game like this, you know their name and you know their face.
You know them well, and it does mean just a little bit more because it's bragging rights. Like, the rivalries matter so much. All throughout the year, all the fans talking about this game in particular, that's why it means more, and that's why these players will be jacked out of their minds.
Well, this offense is sending a little bit of a message here. Of course, we know how much they've struggled on third down all season long. They're just never able to seem to get into a rhythm, but after that last running play moving the sticks, you just wonder what that does for their confidence.
Now the toss. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
The big pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 1. Reads it, fires complete. And he unleashed the RPMs on that pass. Man, this sophomore has an arm.
It must be nice for this quarterback knowing he's got this type of athlete playing the tight end position. That can work the middle of the field for him. He's a guy who can stretch it vertically as well, but this is a guy the QB will look for early and often in this game.
And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
So after the first down run, here's second down. Back to pass, it's Everett. Unleashes one deep. Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Falcons.
Touchdown, Air Force.
And man, is that perfect timing. You can tell quarterback drops back. He sees his guy, and he knows he's open. But watch the throw. Deep down the field, Palmer, right in the breadbasket. Nice play, nice pitch and catch.
He did a nice job of getting it up in the air early and allowing his guy to run under the football, locate it, and then make a tough grab. That is the definition of an explosive play.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. First down for this offense. They'll start this drive with a pass. He looks that one in nicely. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
Brings up second down. That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Air Force 7, Navy 3.
We'll start the quarter offense, about to snap it on second down. They'll go to the ground. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. That linebacker was a heat-seeking missile, and the heat that he sought was the ball carrier.
Yeah, great job, great feel. Linebackers are making all the calls in the defense and understanding when I need to come through that gap and come through with bad intentions. Those guys are usually 245 pounds of heat-seeking missile.
Wide out in motion. From the gun on third down. Catch in the middle. It's open. Gets away from one. Finds some space. So important to convert these third downs, and they get it done. They'll have it at the 42.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting his production.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
He wants to throw here on second down. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down. Quarterbacks love to have a big target out there, and as big as this dude is, needed a bigger target that time.
It's tough to miss a target that big, Reese. You put those guys in there, and you know I'm going to throw it up to him and let him make it.
What a snag by the defense. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
QB's got to pick and choose their spots when they want to be really aggressive and try to fit balls in tight windows. Great job by the DB making a big play, getting the ball back to its offense.
Air Force has it back, and the Falcon offense returns to the field. The give to the back. Couldn't fight his way out of his grasp.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
I love fullbacks that are versatile. You don't see many of them in college football anymore, but this guy's unique. He is a weapon when he has the ball in his hands.
They are in danger of squandering this great field position unless they can convert this 3rd and 5. Trucks through the defender. And it is a good idea to gang tackle. First guy couldn't get him. Second guy finally did.
Fullbacks are a dying breed, but when you see them, it just reminds you of the big old neck roll, just huge, stout fire plugs that you don't want to hit. But on short yardage situations, occasionally, you give the big boy the ball. There is no juke button. There is no speed burst. It is all power down your throat, hitting you and falling forward and getting that first down.
2nd down coming up. The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. A run up the middle is stopped for no gain.
No gain on the play. It's 3rd down.
Ball's at the 24. A lot of confidence in their kicker from here, but they'd love to take it off of his foot and convert the first down. They'll power it inside with the fullback. And they're able to get a 3rd down stop here. See if they go for it on 4th. They're certainly not out of field goal range here, but they want to try to pay off this drive with a touchdown. They'll go for it on 4th. Quick strike complete. Great move there. Huge gain before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal. They were easily within field goal range there, but they don't feel like you can win this game 3 points at a time.
Nah, pass. I mean, you got to be aggressive. You got to get touchdowns, man. You've seen the emphasis. Defenses are willing to give up yards now to make you kick field goals. I like this offense being aggressive. Forget the 3s. We need 6s.
Picked up some of what they needed on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Air Force. They'll try to add another to their lead.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And here comes the Navy offense. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. Like, the passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field. Find those guys down the field.
You know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of to get some points on the board early. In this one, they just haven't been able to connect on those opportunities. But I like David's idea. Maybe move some guys around and see if you can create some better one-on-one matchups.
And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35.
Could that be the play that finally wakes them up? Just not a lot of good going on offensively here in this first half. They've only got 3 points to show for their efforts. They haven't been throwing it a lot, but they took a shot there. They got a chunk play. Now they're in a position. They need to score a touchdown here before the half is over.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Quickly to the tight end. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. Navy quick to the line. Gets it out quickly. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route. And this is a timing route. The quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. He's got him in the flat. Finds a crease at the 20. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Now the offense tries to punch it in on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. How many chances can you afford to waste in the red zone? They've already been stopped twice. Can they come through this time? It's 3rd and goal. He'll pitch it. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone.
That's a nice drive, a nice physicality, punching it in with the run game. And here's the thing. I like where this offense is going. Nice job creating some momentum, going into the half, cutting down the lead. This thing could get really exciting. Nice job answering the bell right before the half.
He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes the Air Force offense back onto the field. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David is sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it, so Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum for the other side.
I think a lot of this comes down to your quarterback and whether or not he's making good decisions in this game. If yes, be aggressive. If not, let's just take the lead into halftime and get ready for the second half.
Looking downfield, it's Everett. Throwing right. Just masterful working that sideline and getting the toe down for the catch.
This tight end is such a weapon because he can line up all over the field. That time he starts in the slot. He's running the corner route against zone coverage, and he's just got athleticism and wiggle and the ability to separate and make big plays. So nice to have a target like that.
Throws to the wideout. Makes the grab and a nice gain, gets it to the 35. And the Falcons want to move quickly. Caught behind the line. It's Knox. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain.
This is no surprise to defenses anymore. Everybody throws wide receiver screens, and you could tell they were ready for it. They saw the quick game. They pounced on it, got the wide receiver on the ground. That's not the first time they've seen that route.
Now on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. He gets rid of it, but I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, here comes the flag. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Collins. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. This is a makeable field goal distance, but this offense is thinking touchdowns. They'll go for it on 4th. Might be looking to run. Lets it fly. That is just a sideline credit. Throw, catch, toe drag, everything you want. And with just a few seconds remaining here in the first half, they'll try to kick a field goal. Between the uprights, it's good. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Navy will kick it deep to get the second half underway. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Air Force has it back, and the Falcon offense returns to the field. They had this lead to start the 3rd quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football with accuracy.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the second half.
Backed up just inside their own 20. It's 2nd and 9 from the 19. Looking for a man. It's Everett. Finds the tight end. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
They pick up the first down on the drag route. I know that seems like a simple route, but it's actually a lot more complex than what it looks like because that route changes based on whether it's man or zone. If it's man coverage, he's flying across the field. If it's zone, he's got to sit down over the ball in a soft spot, giving his quarterback a place to go with it. Nice job of those guys being on the same page there.
He'll keep it himself. Pass the sticks, and he may get more. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
That's a really good job in the decision-making there and the quarterback running the option game. He is a threat in this rushing attack. Defensively, you can't just be keying on fullbacks. You can't just be keying on tailbacks. You've got to have your eyes on the quarterback, knowing that at any given play, he can keep it and take off.
Small gain, I know, but again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass. Make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Shakes off a tackler. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
I think you run that play on 2nd down knowing it's going to make 3rd down easy. You're not trying to hit a home run. You don't need the big play right now. Now you know 3rd down, everything's on the table, everything's available, high success rate.
Now on the option. To the 15. Running toward the tape. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Falcons. They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way, Palmer.
And I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back, but these guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
And the midshipman offense making its way back onto the field. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled, you realize what's going on. Now, I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable on its last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened the previous drive. You've got to bow up again and go back to what was working earlier in this game.
He stepped out of bounds after a huge play, but hang on just a second. Defense might get bailed out here by a flag. Offense trying to keep them off balance on 1st and 10. Quickly complete. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. Navy quick to the line.
When you run your slant route and it's against man-to-man, one thing you know you're going to get is hit. When that wide receiver catches the football, slants don't open up wide open. Linebackers are going to be there, safeties are going to be there, so you got to be able to take that hit and hold on to that football.
The give out of the gun. He breaks his tackle. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 for the first down.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge gain? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
He's going to take off. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
It's so hard to defend these guys. You know, it's 1st and 10. Everything's available to you. You don't know if it's run or pass, and then you add in the scrambling element with the quarterback. He does a great job scrambling outside, getting outside the pocket, and then at the end of the play, not taking a hit, getting a first down, new set of downs for the offense.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Offense tries to go RPO and hand off to the running back, but how about the defense up front? They're just too stout. They're not getting moved anywhere, and they're able to make a big-time play.
On 3rd down, going up top. Got it! He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. That's exactly what they told us they wanted to limit. Yards after the catch, and it pays off on this play.
And especially in these situations in 3rd down when you know the ball's going to come out fast, understanding that, breaking on the football, going, making the tackle, and forcing the 4th down.
On 4th down, they'll run it, looking for the first.
4th and inches, just trusting your offensive line. They're able to get just enough movement at the point of attack to keep this drive going.
Quarterback sneak, wedging himself into the line. Wedges, pushes, and he's over and in for the touchdown.
Man, let's not overcomplicate this. I love it. Put the QB under center. You know it's a QB sneak. Make the defensive line stop me. That hard to the goal line, it's hard to do. And the offense didn't try to get too cute. Really nice work getting the touchdown.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Here comes the Air Force offense back onto the field. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you played a lot of plays, you get worn out, you need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
Looking to pass, it's Everett. They're fires one high and deep. Makes the grab on the right. Got a lot of running room. And he slipped through the crowd and he'll house it. Touchdown Air Force. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Arizona State is currently trailing, but this has been a back-and-forth affair. If that quarterback can find a little magic a la J.D. Plummer, this might not be over just yet. It's a close one right now. They're trailing by 1 to Utah. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates, you'll see them here, guys.
Looking for a huge play. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge game if he could have held on.
You don't get a lot of chances like that in games, guys. Take shots downfield, and when you get open, you got to finish the play. The wideout's going to wish he had that one back.
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone, they're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions, and then the pass rush, they win up front.
Throws to the back. Firing to the right, complete. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on third down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
They're throwing for it on 4th down. And it's swatted away. It's a turnover on downs.
Man, defensively, this is beautiful. You want them to be aggressive. You got to continue to get stops. You got the lead. Now you give the ball back to your offense again with a chance to salt this away here in the second half.
A great spot to start this drive for the offense. Sticks it in his belly. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, Air Force 31, Navy 17.
We'll get this quarter going with a second down play. Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. The pitch. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Falcons.
Number 8.
They extend the lead here in the 4th, and after stumbling early, about to push their record to 3-1. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. And Navy will go back on the attack. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
And those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
They'll throw it on 1st down. That's caught. It's open. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down.
I give the tight end a lot of credit for holding on to the football. I know he's a big guy, but he just got whacked.
Motion from the offense. To the air on first down. Going to try to pop one on the screen. On the move at the 30. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24. No matter how many times they tell you to look for it, it is tough to defend a perfectly executed screen.
Yeah, because I'm trying to go get the quarterback, and everything looks like pass, but when you see it, when you see that screen, you got to retrace your steps, get back in the play. Nice job by the offense. The defense just has to recognize that a little bit sooner.
Couldn't connect on first down. Now 2nd and 10 from the 24. The RPO, it's complete.
Screen pass just not working there, and you figure at this point of the game, trailing, you're going to have to be more aggressive and take some shots. You usually run screen passes when you think there's going to be a blitz, but because the defense has the lead, they're just sitting back and playing big zones.
He makes the connection. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chain. Here comes Navy back to the line after picking up the first down. The aerial assault continues. Takes the easy one to the back. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. Navy quick to the line. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
Well, they're just trying to run the ball, but that time there was absolutely nowhere for the running back to go, and as a result, that's a tackle for loss.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Running back goes in motion. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He caught it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Navy. They'll try to tack one more on their score. Right down the boulevard. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive, and the score comes on a 12-yard touchdown pass. They still have work to do, trailing by 2 possessions here in the 4th. They'll line up for the onside kick. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick. Air Force has it back, and the Falcon offense returns to the field. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. And he'll get behind those pads and deliver the blow and get it down to the 44.
Well, the offense has the lead, and we call this 4-minute offense. This is a situation that teams around the country practice, having the lead late in the game and needing to ice it by running the football and throwing high-percentage passes.
A strong tackle and wrap-up from the junior.
Quarterbacks generally, guys, we know, they're not as big and not as physical runners as running backs, so it is going to be trickier for them to break tackles. I like the idea of getting the design quarterback run game going. Moving forward, let's see if we can get him out to the perimeter.
And after that last run, we'll see if they keep it on the ground on 3rd. A quick completion to the left, blitzing for the first down. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
And you just get the feeling that this defense has to find a way to get off the field and get the football back at this juncture of the game, trailing late if they're going to win.
Open space at the 25. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9. And the quarterback will just drop to a knee. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. They'll run it up the middle here, looking for a path to the end zone. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. If they can get it in here, we could have a thrilling end to this game. It is 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Air Force! And they take it in for 6 more points. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the fourth. These guys looking to put the finishing touches on this game with that score.
Yeah, I think you feel confident that ends it, right? Late in the game, it would take a miracle for the defense to get back in it. That miracle is no longer coming now.
And here comes the Navy offense. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, you know, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open if we'd have just ran.
And the ball is picked off. Not only a great play, but tremendous discipline by this sophomore to make the pick.
The number one objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much, late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field. You see it. We know you're throwing the football. Nice break on the football. Nice interception. This one's almost over.
And now on 2nd down for this offense. And they're just about out of chances. The defense can stop it one more time as the quarterback takes a knee. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. And this one is just about in the books. The defense can stop the clock one more time as the offense takes a knee. No matter how much college football changes, realignment, all of that kind of stuff, rivalries are consistent, and winning rivalry games, well, that's just the best.
Because they hate each other so much. So you take